Okay, so I'm not really confident that this fight gonna happen on April 29th. I will be surprised if it takes place. But if it takes place, I will be really happy. Because this is the biggest thing Usyk wants, the baddest thing he wants in his life, to unify the belts in the heavyweight division, the second division in his career.
So if it doesn't happen, I mean, I'm picking up on what you're saying there. If you're not confident that it happens in April, are you confident it happens in June, which was the other date that was mentioned? Or do you move on to different targets now, Hrgovic or Dubois or any other name?
We never mentioned anything like June or August. It's never been under discussion. So Usyk was very clear in his message. April 29th, I accept 70-30. So all the conditions that were accepted by Usyk are due only for April 29th. And Igor Slimas yesterday came out in Twitter saying that if it moves just for one day, then it's going to be 50-50 again.
Can I just ask you about Usyk and his mindset through all of this? We've been watching.
What's good, family? It's your man, the YB, and he's back once again. Big shout out to my doggy for coming through Terrence James scales, so boosting up, scaling up them coins, much needed coins, no doubt, 100%. So, we just heard there from Team Usyk leaking important, pertinent contract negotiation details with Tyson Fury. Now, what's the point of this? Well, every day that drags on, people, bear in mind, we know for a fact, yes, Tyson Fury saw my video, and then he quickly flew in Sugar Hill, and whatever else. Yes, Tyson Fury can keep running the shtick on you low IQ man fan clowns about how he's had the best camp ever on day 2. day 2 after he was... Listen, my man was on holiday for 2 weeks in January. Yeah? You're on holiday for 2 weeks in January, and anyone who knows anything about elite levels of conditioning, there's no way you can have 2 weeks off in January and then be in your best form of your life 6 weeks later. And that's even if he was banging it for 6 weeks. Tyson Fury literally rocked up, I think it was the start of March, he started rocking up for this one. Now, fair play to the guy. Listen, if Tyson Fury rocks up here and genuinely hops in the ring on April 26th, then he gets saluted for that. But look at the history of Fury. What's more likely is that he pulls out. That's what's more likely, and that's what I wonder. It's a shame. A lot of these Sky interviewers, man, they ain't really thinking, are they? Well, they don't really add much value, do they? This guy's just told you, if it changes by one day, it's back to 50-50. I'd have been intrigued, and I'd have said to Krasyuk, what about if never mind, it's all well and good, Tyson Fury's not going to necessarily come out and tell you he doesn't want to fight on April 29th, and that's what my base case is. Tyson Fury's never going to come out and tell everyone, oh, I ain't never fighting Usyk on April 29th. What he'll do is, the same thing he's been doing, I'll fight you tomorrow, I'll fight you tomorrow for free, yeah, all the bars, I'll do it for free, I'll punch you up 7 different ways to Sunday, all this kind of stuff, and then, guess what? 2 weeks into the 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks before the fight, he pulls out, and it must be rescheduled. And that's one thing I'm hoping Team Usyk have factored for this, because if not, they're going to end up playing themselves. Now, I assume they've been on their job, and maybe that's what's taken so long for Fury to sign. Maybe Team Usyk have done their job properly, and they've got them clauses in the contract. Really, there should be a clause. Team Usyk should have demanded a clause in the contract that says it's 70-30 on April 29th. Any other date for any other reason, including injury, including anything else, including any ever extenuating circumstance, it will be 50-50 and or some other renegotiated figure. Which really, that probably is why Fury's taken so long, because what we know is if Tyson Fury was guaranteed 70-30 in June, then he'd have no doubt put the pen to paper. Although he may just not. Tyson Fury may just not want this fight. Yeah, let's not forget, people. Whether it's 70-30 on April 29th or 70-30 on June, if Fury don't want to fight, he don't want to fight. What's the basis for this? Well, as I've been saying, Team Fury confirmed in a leaked video. I've been put that one out a few days ago. Team Fury confirmed Usyk signed a 50-50 Saudi deal in December. That 50-50 Saudi deal, 50% of the Saudi deal, which Fury was offered, is from what I'm hearing, between 50% and 100% bigger than the 70% Tyson Fury will claim at Wembley. That's just a fact. Hence, to think that this fight's going to happen on April 29th, in fact, to think this fight's going to happen at Wembley at all, you have to believe Tyson Fury is prepared to take 50% to 100% less money to fight Usyk. Now, if it's just about principle, if Fury doesn't really care about listen, I've got a video coming soon. Tyson Fury in the last month or so has come out and said, it's all about the money, show me the money. Bob Arum and Tyson Fury had a video with Chisora sitting there saying, Saudis need to show us the money. So, Fury hasn't necessarily come across as principled. In as much as, it's not about the overall amount, I just want to be seen as a big dog. 70-30 is a big dog principle, it's not a money principle. Money principle is, I think what Tyson Fury, well obviously, we know what Tyson Fury really wanted. He wanted 70% of the Saudi package. Yeah, that's what he wanted. The Saudis weren't prepared to do it, and rightfully so. The Saudis are the only ones really who have got a little bit of sense about them. You're both champions, you take 50-50 for the first fight, and the winner, then we'll talk about 70-30s and whatever else. That's just, you can't do any fairer than that. I wouldn't even mind so much, yes, Fury may have more clout. Genuinely, if Fury had more clout and more belts, I'd say, yeah man, it's difficult to see how you can justify Usyk getting paid 50-50. But when Usyk's got the belts, Fury's got the clout, well, that's what you call 50-50. And Usyk, really, he has the prime win over AJ. 2 back-to-back wins over AJ. What's Fury have? Life and death with Chisora. Okay, yeah, he beat Wilder. Fair play, yeah. But Wilder's, in all fairness, Wilder's game. So I'll give Fury credit for the Wilder win. But Dillian White, no good. So yeah, either way, they're both relevant. I actually think Usyk's a little bit more relevant. Because Fury, Chisora and Dillian White, they ain't AJ level, are they? In the last year, what's Fury done? He's beat Chisora and White. Yeah? What's AJ done? Sorry, what's Usyk done? He's beat AJ. So that's, you know what I mean? Everywhere you look, it says 50-50. So it's going to be intriguing to see how this plays out. What we do know is, if this fight does get signed for April 29th, I wish there was a way, I hope the bookies, I might even request it, I hope the bookies put an option for this fight to be postponed. Because I'll be going all in before I get bumped. In before Tyson Fury actually turns up for the first. That's, you best believe it. Yeah, if the bookies enable me to gamble on whether this fight happens April 29th, you best believe, for the first time in Fury's career, there'll be no pull-out. Your man the White will be able to put a bag on it, yeah, and then 2-2, Fury there, April 29th, he there, he square, and clown me off again. Down bad right now, 100%. Anyway, fair play to Team Usyk. I like these vibes. Yeah, and again, the fact that Tyson Fury hasn't put pen to paper. Listen, it might just be the case the guy don't want to fight. I mean, you heard from Krasic. Krasic said, I don't think this fight can happen on April 29th. That said, it may also be the case that because Krasic is demanding the rematch clause, that's what's demanding clauses like if you'd postpone, it's going back to 50-50. Maybe that's why Fury's butt's twitching. Maybe he wants to fight, but he knows he doesn't want it on April 29th. Maybe Fury, I think, if anything, if Fury, at any level, again, really, I don't think Fury wants to fight, but if Fury does want that fight, he don't want it on April 29th. That's what I'm sure about. If Fury wants this fight at all, which is in question, if he does though, he wants it for June. And we even know this because, who was it? Guess what? Team Usyk. They weren't the ones who started proliferating this whole June business. Don't forget, people, Team Usyk were the ones trying to lock in March 3rd. That's a fact. Team Usyk said in January, I think it was, that our deadline is March 3rd. Now, in the last few weeks, Team Fury's come out and said, oh, yeah, we're trying to get it done, apples on pears, April 29th, and then, if it's not that, it'll be June. June? Where are they doing that one at? Do you understand, people? You have to watch this game. A lot of you Fury man fans, you're a little bit slow. You don't see the game being run. You man, 100%. Tyson Fury, he stay running game on low IQ dudes. He stay running that game on you. Yeah, he been running that game on you. He see you man as a whole plate of what they call them, simps, just to be run 100%. Tyson Fury, pull up, get in your pockets, get in your 20, 30 pound pay-per-view pockets, and he stay running game on you. And you know when Tyson Fury's run game on someone is when you see him in Twitter defending this kind of funny style behaviour. Oh, YB, he'd never be scared of the guy. Oh, YB, how can he be scared, YB? You obviously haven't seen the video of Tyson Fury airing out the gappy tooth midget. Gappy tooth, you know what I mean? Is that what you got? Yeah, he got gappy teeth. Okay, gappy teeth, and you ain't signed a contract. You know what I mean? Oh, the gappy teeth middleweight got punched up by Sean Porter in the amateurs. Put Sean Porter with rocks in his boots, with weights in his boots to make the weight, and still he punched up Usyk. But wait a minute, yeah? Listen, it should have been signed. Oops. Yeah, if Usyk's teeth are that gappy, if Usyk's that small, why haven't the fight been signed already? Because he's been signing contracts. He's signed this contract, 70-30. He's signed a December one with the Saudis. They've all been signed. What we know now is, fact, Tyson Fury to this day has never signed a contract with anything to do with Usyk. Oops. Now you can make all the excuses you want as to why. Team Fury Frank Warren, aka Bricktop, Guy Ritchie, Snatch 2000, exposed Tyson and said, listen, Oleksandr Usyk signed to fight Fury in December and Tyson Fury couldn't reach a deal and his back end flapped. That's what Frank Warren said, word for word. Yeah, Tyson Fury's back end flapped in the wind when it came to matching Usyk and signing in the Saudis. And then, that's the thing, again, you Fury man fans, you're a little bit slow. You don't peep the game that's been run on you. What game YB? The game of, again, trust me, if you want to know, there's one way in this world to know someone is number one, a Fury man fan, and number two, a Fury cuck, Don, who's been cucked by Fury. What is that one way? YB, please tell us. Please enlighten us. What one way can we find out in the Twitter comments section that someone is 100% cucked by Tyson Fury? If you see anyone saying, YB, Tyson Fury didn't duck the Saudi deal. The Saudi deal, if you knew anything about boxing, the Saudi deal didn't happen because they couldn't set the stadium up in time. Oh my God. I'm telling you now, if anyone who says them kind of bars, YB, Fury was begging for the fight, Fury was going to sign, but it was nothing to do with him, the Saudis couldn't get the construction done in time. That is the one, people. If you hear people, listen, people be saying it as well, that's the worst thing, not a joke. Yeah, even though we know Tommy Fury and Jake Paul just fought in Saudi in February, and now you're telling me in April, somehow they can't use the same thing that has been used, or they can't add on to it or whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't make no sense. And that narrative, guess what, people? The narrative of, it can't happen because of the construction, you never heard that from Saudi, you never heard that from Team Usyk, because again, how can Usyk, bear in mind people, Team Fury are the ones who said this, validated this in the last week, go and check my video, Frank Warren let slip. Frank Warren said Oleksandr Usyk signed to fight Fury in December in Saudi. So if Saudis are having construction problems, how can Usyk have a signed contract? The world don't work like that. The Saudis aren't going to put a contract out there if they know they can't deliver. Yeah? So that debunks that whole argument. And like I said, we know for a fact, not from one Saudi representative or from Team Usyk have you ever heard, we was all down to, everyone was happy to fight in Saudi, but the Saudis couldn't do construction. Currently, the Fury man fan narrative is just that. The fight was going to happen, but it's the Saudis' fault. 100%. That Saudi narrative, it's the Saudis' fault because of construction. The only place anyone's ever heard that is from Frank Warren. And I believe Frank Warren put that source out, that source of fake news, out to the Sun newspaper. And they're the ones who dropped that story. Or Daily Mail, one of them ones. Saudis can't deliver because of construction. But meanwhile, we had Derek Chisora, the Saudi representative. Wait a minute. Why? Yeah? Why haven't we ever heard that bar from the Saudi representative? Why wasn't Derek Chisora saying, the fight was locked in, both fighters were happy, we couldn't deliver the construction? No, instead, Chisora was saying, my boss, my daddy, my big Saudi korma dump daddy told me, Tyson Fury greedy, Tyson Fury good luck in Wembley. That's what the Saudi representative said. Which actually follows with the evidence, i.e. hence Usyk signed. Yeah, people? It's impossible for Usyk to sign if the Saudis can't deliver a stadium. You'd never get to that point. There'd never be a draft to be signed. Usyk could never agree a deal with the Saudis. No, oh, wait a minute, we can't do anything for April 29th. And the worst thing is, people, this is back in December. If you think the Saudis can't erect a stadium in 6 months, I don't know what to tell you, people. Again, not to mention, forget about fake Paul and Tommy. Yeah? Forget about forget about fake Paul and Timmy Fumbles. Fighting in Saudi already. Not to mention AJ. How many times has AJ fought in Saudi? But they haven't got a stadium. Them man make stadiums in about a week. 100%. If there's one thing the Saudis can do, it's construction. Especially in, God knows, people, this has been going on for months. About we could. Anyway, you've heard the bars here from Team Usyk. What this also does, unfortunately, is the implications are it makes the fight less likely to happen. Yeah? Because any small chance Tyson Fury does want to fight, but he wants to fight in June, this is only more of a roadblock. Because I believe the only way Tyson Fury wants to fight is by fighting in June. And if that means it has to go to 50-50, we can forget about it. The final blow has been landed, people. Any hope of a fight happening, in my opinion, is shot. I actually think if the fight happens, it happens in Q4, when the Saudis come back around. However, Fury's potentially blown his chance. Whatever that deal was initially, when you especially bear in mind the things the Saudis have been saying. The Saudis haven't said, Tyson Fury, fair play to you, good luck on the Wembley deal. The Saudis have actually been quite bent out of shape. You know what? You go and look at Wembley. The relevance of that, well, what happens when Fury comes around? Fury thinks he's going to come back around in Q4 and just pick up the Saudi money. Now he knows he's pushed them to their limit. Well, unfortunately, negotiations don't work like that. When you say no to someone initially, and you end up having to, You end up having to, I'm not sure what they call it, but you know what I mean? You essentially end up having to cuck yourself and humble yourself and grovel. Oh, actually, I told you, show me the money. In reality, I'm desperate for some of these Saudi coins. Guess what? That offer ain't going to be the same. It only goes down. Unless Tyson Fury stay accepting some korma dump, some special deep fried korma dump, 100%. He take it on his chest. If Tyson Fury take a swarm korma dump on his chest, he may end up being alright. He may boost his corn up like AJ's. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, and look on the bell 100%.